you for joining us today on Earthfile. I am Ayola Kasim. Nigeria faces enormous challenges, and one of its most crucial is power supply. Nigeria has been confronted with incessant electricity problems ranging from power generation to its transmission and distribution. The main sources of electricity here in Nigeria are gas and hydropower. But even in this day and age, many areas still do not have access to the power grid. Nigeria is the 7th most populous country in the world. And by the end of 2013, it is said to have hit 170 million. But the Infrastructural Concession Regulatory Commission says around 60% of Nigeria's population have no access to electricity. Currently, Nigeria has per capita power capacity of 28.57 watts, and this is grossly inadequate even for domestic consumption. To achieve the goals of development, a strong energy sector is said to be essential. Many countries, especially developing ones like Nigeria, are faced with serious energy crisis. They have been unable to meet the energy needs of their citizens. In a quest to realize this, many have turned to different sources of energy, which among them are renewable energy sources. Currently, a high proportion of the world's total energy output is generated from fossil fuels such as oil and coal.
The fact that we are a country where we have erratic supply of energy, of power, there is a compelling need for us to begin to look elsewhere in terms of alternative sources to energy.
We are mono economy based on fuel, on oil and gas, fossil fuel, for now. However, we are trying to change the mindset towards renewables. But regarding the CDM, already we are also making some inroads into that by way of working together with our IOCs that produce oil and causing flaring to see how we can take advantage of the CDM fund together and take advantage and implement it. So far the journey has been on CDM that we have worked together with Pan Ocean on Ogarefe and Delta State on their project, and successfully we have gotten some benefits on that. And we are still working together with other IOCs like Shell on AFAM 6, and also working with Chevron and Mobil, ADAX and other oil IOCs.
In most countries that have experienced similar setbacks, the ultimate solution has not been from a single source of energy, but the culmination of several. Majority are turning to renewable sources of energy.
Nigerians are brought up in terms of oil and gas development. That's the only one they know. But today, I would say the renewable energy is the future of the world, not only of Nigeria, it's the future of the world. Because even if you look at United Nations framework on climate change, the agitation has been, how do we get cleaner energy? How do we make the earth greener? How do we reduce or mitigate the global warming effect? Because you can see it's been, the consequence has been very, very, very disastrous in some areas, flooding here and there. So I think this is the message. Let us really look at renewable energy as another better form of energy that will leave our earth cleaner.
We can come to a point whereby we can build at an affordable cost. We can build something that is eco-friendly, environmentally friendly, green building, zero energy building. In fact, this is the trend in developed countries. even where energy is available. But their problem is that looking at the cost and the other, associated problems with use of energy, the carbon emission, anthropogenic emissions. But right in Nigeria, apart from those problems, we also have the problem that we don't even have power. Therefore, there is a compelling need for us to begin to think outside the box.
Renewable energy has been sold as the energy source of the future for sustainable development, but it was not until 2003 that the Nigerian government approved renewable energy as part of its national energy policy. This policy is hinged on private sector development of the energy sector. The key elements in the national policy position on the development and application of renewable energy and its technologies are to develop, promote and harness the renewable energy resources of the country and incorporate all viable ones into the national energy mix. To promote decentralized energy supply, especially in rural areas based on renewable resources. To de-emphasize and discourage the use of wood as fuel. To promote efficient methods in the use of biomass energy resources and to keep abreast of international developments in renewable energy technologies and applications.
Renewable energy is not a personal problem, neither is a state problem. It's not just even a national problem, it's a global problem. It's of global concern. And what are we looking at in renewable energy? We are looking at energy that will be environmentally friendly.
Following the energy policy, a renewable energy master plan was formulated in 2006 with an understanding for achieving sustainable development and a gradual move from a monolithic fossil fuel economy to one driven by an increasing share of renewable energy in the national energy mix.
Renewable Energy Division of NNPC was established rightly in 2005 through a presidential mandate, and the aim really is to diversify the economy and also to enhance our energy mix and energy security at the same time, okay? So the journey so far has been that we have, I'll put the journey along also with our achievements, I think. So far we have initiated biofuels policy and incentives for whoever would be investor that would be interested. And also, as RED of NNPC, Renewable Energy Division of NNPC, we have been able to undertake some feasibility studies on 7 key projects across different parts of the country. Namely, we have 2 oil palm to biodiesel, okay, project in Ecom and Calaro in Cross River State. Then we have 2 sugarcane to ethanol projects in Agashaguma and Buruku of Benue State. We also have 1 sugarcane to ethanol project in Gombe State. Then we have also 1 cassava to ethanol project in Okeresile in Ondo State, and also 1 cassava to ethanol project in Ebenebe in Anambra State. And in addition to that, we have been able also to undertake or carry out environmental and social impact assessment for all these projects, more especially the 3 ethanol to sugarcane to ethanol projects. And also, we have been able to get our projects product specification certified or accepted by Standard Organization of Nigeria. And also we have been able to come up with our business plan and market penetration. It's part of our roadmap, to look at the other renewable energies other than biofuels. And one of them is the solar, okay? Definitely the solar, you need some data. And we have started gathering data on the radiation, solar radiation intensity. We are working, or we have already gotten that information from our meteorological center of Nigeria, okay? Federal government center. And we have been able to get those information. And with that also, we need investors, okay? Because the technology is also very capital intensive, as well as the financing too. So really, I will say we have not gone far, but the journey so far is that we have been able to get data on solar radiation across different parts of Nigeria.